Entertainment Report Index shows that the Nigerian comedy industry is estimated to be worth about 50 billion naira. For young comedians, these figures go to the bank account of the big names as new stand-up comedians face challenges in the rising industry. The advent of the social media, the internet, and the global mobile telecommunications service seem to be the greatest of all the challenges new comedians and experienced ones alike have to contend with. For growing comedians, one of the biggest challenges is finance. They believe organizing a good show does not come cheap. Being funny has become a serious business, with stand-up comedy investors planning to change the trend in Nigeria. Cosmos Nwako is an entertainment entrepreneur. He says investment in the comedy industry is the future.
They say a journey of 1,000 kilometers starts from a footstep. People start something from somewhere. So we call them upcoming today, but maybe in the next 3, 4, 5 years, they'll no longer be upcoming. Because we have crowd here watching them. You never can tell. Yeah. So any of them can get contact from here, and the sky is that person's limit. So that's the essence of why I conceived of this program. And this program is the thing I want to extend it outside Lagos here. Touch all the states of the Federation, if possible, all other African countries. And it means our opportunities knows no bounds.
He sees Laught of Nigeria as a platform to encourage young stand-up comedians.
This is a platform I conceived in order to give the upcoming comedians and artists opportunity to market themselves, to grow, understand me, to sell themselves to the outside world. Majority of Nigerians are talented. Yeah, I mean they've been operating on a low key. You understand? They don't have that opportunity to make it high. So I decided to create this this platform so that it's an opportunity. It will give them an opportunity for them to kind of project themselves and look beyond this our environment and look, for the future and also outside this environment. Globally, you never can tell. Anybody can hit it anytime. You understand? So it's just like we know most of the artists you see today that we call veteran comedians, movie stars. They started from somewhere. You understand me? Some of them were kind of discovered by 1 or 2 persons, and before you know it today, they are automatically world celebrities. So we can still use this opportunity to give comedians also another opportunity for them to grow.
What role does entertainment and comedy play in developing the country? And
wow, that's the role of comedy and entertainment in the world, not even in Nigeria alone, can never be overemphasized. You understand? You see, one, it creates job. Secondly, it makes people happy. People take it as, for leisure. You understand? There are some men at their leisure time, they just bring entertainers to just entertain them. It makes them fine. You understand? So, if you can keep on talking, it's very, very enormous. We can't count it, honestly. You see, Nigeria is a funny country. Sorry to say, I'm in Nigeria, yeah. But if you look at what is happening in the outside world and Nigeria here, you find out that comedians, actors, actresses, and other alike persons, you understand me, they are finding it difficult to strive. Why? Because they're having problem of funding. Like even this little show I'm doing now, if I tell you how much I've invested in this show, you can't believe it. You understand me? If I have a means of generating money from the government or from the authorities, which I know is not possible. Not that it's not possible, but you can never expect that in a society like this. Yeah, somebody like me can do better. You understand me? So, but you see, in Nigerian context, we have too many things that are lacking from the government side, from individual sides. You understand me? So it's not until we're able to sit down and come down to the drawing board so that we can be able to kind of x-ray what our problems are and how to solve those problems. But if we don't do that, it's going to be a problem. But we don't kill anybody for that, and we don't blame anybody. All what we do is this: we pray for a future tomorrow. You understand me? And everybody within the society should try their best. You understand me? To make a living out of themselves. Solely dependent on government will not help us. Somebody like me, I'm a businessman. I've never worked for government for one day, and I'm not expecting government to do anything for me. You understand? Though I'm a politician, you understand me? But that's on the side. But I'm a showbiz person. You understand? So at the end of the day, the government should strive to see how they can come to the aid of all these entertainers, because they need them more than any other thing. Even the government themselves, I've watched severally in televisions, and both in government houses and so on, they bring comedians to come and entertain them. If they don't know their value, they wouldn't be inviting them to entertain them. So how does this will come up? So they need money, they need a base, they need funds, they need finance, and all the necessary apparatus they need to strive in a struggling economy like ours today.
I'd like you to tell me, I know that there are, that's the last question.
All right, yeah.
There are a lot of upcoming artists struggling to just excel. They're frustrated. They don't know what to do anymore. As a stakeholder, as an investor, as an entertainer, what's your word to this man?
Yeah, I have to tell them to continue striving, because they say a journey of 1,000 kilometers starts from a footstep. People have to start from somewhere. And you can fall 3 times, you don't fall and remain on the floor. When you fall, you rise until you're able to get there. So the issue is that it's an encouragement they need. It's encouragement. I have to encourage them. You understand me? Everybody should not be dependent on government. See how you can do things for yourself. You understand me? Yeah, like we stakeholders, we will try as much as possible also to encourage them, to give them our own encouragement. You understand me? And see how I can push the good ones amongst them. You see, the use of these days, I imbibe with this aspect of quick money. You understand me? They don't want to suffer. They don't want to struggle. Every youth of these days want to be a millionaire. You understand me? And you can't depend on that. You have to be very creative. You have to make out something for yourself. You understand? Yeah, some veteran comedians like Agoda, if he tells his life story, he started from somewhere, but today he's a world-known comedian. You understand me? So if it, what do they call it? What's this guy's name I said now? I go die. Can get to that extent. That person can have opportunity to get to that extent too. So it's all about the will, the spirit, and you strive. You understand me? And remain focused. Once you're able to do that, the world is in your.
Get focused. Entertainment has been able to help us project and export our culture to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And that is why you see comedians and entertainers trying to teach people in pidgin and local language.
Yes.
Now, as a stakeholder, as a concerned citizen, as a well-meaning Nigerian, tell us why it is important for those young entertainers to take the culture, the values, the ethos and norms of Nigeria as priority as they're trying to promote the entertainment industry. That's the last question.
Yeah. First of all, we know what our culture is all about. That's the way our people live. You understand? So, as comedians and entertainers, they go together. Because if you look at most of the acts they perform, it tallies with our cultural beliefs and expectations. And why it's like that, every comedian should strive, you understand me, to blend all these things together, because they go very passive with each other. They go together. You can't separate them together. I lived in UK for more than 9 years, you understand? So I can kind of differentiate the life over there and the life here. Entertainment there is wow, you understand me? Though we have not gotten there, but I know with time we are going to get there. So obviously there's no two ways about it, that we have to try as much as possible to match everything together so that we're able to achieve our desired objectives as individuals, as a nation, and as people of Africa.
Thank you very much indeed. I missed a question the last time.
Go ahead.
What you started with, I think I didn't get that one. What is going on tonight? The brand.
Yeah.
You're trying to promote. Tell us about it.
Okay, yeah. Tonight we are having Laugh It Off Nigeria.
What is Laugh It Off Nigeria?
Yeah, Laugh It Off Nigeria is a medium. Okay. So what we are doing today is Laugh It Off Nigeria. Laugh It Off Nigeria is something I perceived, after sitting down, watching what's happening in the economy in Nigeria as a country, in Africa, even the whole world. You understand me? You find out that people are subjected to being down psychologically, morally, like so many people take into BP and stuff like that. So I feel that there should be a time, in spite of all our struggles in life, in spite of all our hustlings, there should be a time for us to sit down, to calm our nerves, for us to sit down and get entertained and laugh off our sorrows, all our problems off. You understand me? That does not mean those problems are solved, but at least at this hour, it helps you to relax your nerves. People pay for having opportunities like this, you understand? Yeah, but this one is free gated. I know why I did it like that, you understand me? Like I said, I want to give every of them opportunity to showcase themselves. So that's what I see about it.
Thank you. The name again, please.
Yeah, I'm Nwoko Cosmos.
Nwoko, spell the Nwoko for me.
NWOKO COSMOS.
Nwoko Cosmos. What do I call you now? Are you the facilitator of Laught of Nigeria? I just need a destination for it.
Yeah, I'm the producer of Laugh It Off Nigeria.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's my brand, yeah. It's a platform I conceived in order to give the upcoming comedians and artists opportunity to market themselves, to grow, understand me, to sell themselves to the outside world. Majority of Nigerians are talented. Yeah, I mean they've been operating on a low key. You understand? They don't have that opportunity to make it high.
Despite the challenges Nigerians go through, he advised citizens to see comedy as the easy way out of stress.
And general life expectations of Nigerians are at the lowest extent for now. I mean, try and put all our problems behind us and think about how to live a normal life and move forward.
He can't help us the campaign for the guy when we enter. As we don't enter, the guy don't even know say we don't enter finish. The guy did the down. Also, now me tap am, I say no to long food. Let's go. Now the guy will go. Also long food. Now the guy come and buy sausage. Everybody. You hold your change and don't get food conductor. I'm going to do so.
For comedians, the industry has come to stay. There's no doubt that new stand-up comedians have to rise up to the billing in order not to lose the art to faceless jesters.
Viewers, mothers, fathers, people of the nation, Nigeria, Africa, it's your boy, Reverend Dr. Prophet, Native Doctor, Evangelist, Chief Priest, Cardinal, MOG, Man of God, aka Akbos for short. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been awesome. And comedy no easy, but thank God say he make am easy for us. We've been here and we are still going on. You know, in a country like Nigeria where everything is pressing, even our president is pressing us, and people need happiness, and it's been ordained. It's been ordained that we are the happiness carriers, and we've been doing it. We don't do them, and for years now we do them and we see the result. Thank God for God. Before now, it was music everywhere. Nigeria broke that yoke for music, the likes of Kenny's and Tu Baba them. Now with Ali Baba, after Tu Baba for music, we have Ali Baba. We don't break the yoke of comedy for this country, and with the mantle of leadership in the hands of people like us, I think comedy has come to stay.
Sipato is a Nigerian singer and songwriter. He speaks on the state of the Nigerian entertainment industry.
Entertainment industry generally in Nigeria has experienced a tremendous growth. Talk about the music industry, talk about Nollywood, comedy industry. In fact, the growth is well encouraging, despite the fact that our government has not been supportive. But then guys have been doing their things their own way, and it has been paying off. So sincerely, the growth is massive. Just like every other business in Nigeria, you talk about epileptic power supply, you talk about lack of finance. You know, the environment is not all that encouraging, but trust Nigerians, we are strong people. No matter how it is, we must, there must be a way. But I commend every young Nigerian that's been doing well in the comedy industry, in the music industry, because it's not been easy. Talking about getting a good studio, do your job with a good producer, come down to shooting a good video and all of that. So the challenge is much, but with God and determination, we are going through.
From comedy to movies and music, the creative industry has come a long way. But investors insist there is need to give copyright and ownership to jokes as one of the ways of improving creativity in the industry.
The guy humble. Yeah, humble. When I clap for him. Oh boy, I come here again. Wow. Wake up when they talk about Nigerian movie. Okay, it's a bullshit. You know the book face. See people work in the industry now. This man act pastor, devil they fear am for real life. The guy wey I want this man read, na he say him be real pastor. Okay, are you a real pastor? And then, are you sure? So now your real character in the act. But then one way you act, we know your real character. When you go chance your car for, may help you sleep with your wife. Too close to comfort. I can watch you. I can watch you. You know, say Nigerian film. Is that people where they act? You know, say patient on some for no act wickedness. Something they stone am for open way can say wicked. Anything he must poison somebody. When you shock me one day, patient on some for one poison Jim eye. He put the medicine and here the time they come use and open am, come put am. As he put the poison, come and he test am. And she no die, but she might die. The Nigeria is good though. I said today na Parliament, Buhari don humble everybody. If na one Jonathan dey, one boy go get mind, carry 10 girls, come out. They form big ball. How much the bottle of beer? 150 that time. Now I know the dream, but I know. 750. When I know say, see, let me tell you, whether you like it or not, Buhari is the best president. Hello? Buhari is coming back 2019. Are you okay? I want change. This change we must finish am.
We don't want that again.
We tell everybody they say, say Baba. Baba no enter now. Even church, they follow campaign for Buhari that time. You go church when you listen to word of God. They go live and they campaign for Buhari. Everybody say Baba. Everybody say Baba. Buhari no enter. Now people that time they don't let us hear word. Anything say Baba. Say Buhari. And in fact, I don't think I shoot anything, including white, because I say about the rule. Me, if you want chop here, when Buhari first enter, don't go where they say here and tell Aboki, say Baba, you say, well, name my brother, they chop out. Me now, Okada at the enter. If I enter Okada, I go look for Aboki, and she drop me. I go tell her, say Baba, you say, well, name my brother, they go. When things don't hard. I can't do the same thing. I don't know something. I told said don't invest for save Baba. Aboki can't drop me from bike. Now I know no money. Now I can't tell her save Baba. Aboki no answer. I said save Baba. Now he look me do like this. Say well, like now God go punish Baba. This country, and I always ask something. Inside Igbo, outside Yoruba, who will move past?
Yoruba.
Okay, inside Igbo, outside Yoruba, who get money pass?
Igbo.
Okay, by wetin that they do, we go know who get money. Who people they do doctors? Who people they do importer and exporter? Okay, who people they sell for Alaba International? Who people they sell for trade fair? Who people they sell for Ladingo? Who people they do conductor? Who people they do Okay, now we go for drink now. Who people they pump champagne? Okay, who people they drink Andre? Okay, who people they drink Orimalu? Okay. Good day. Yoruba boys, I hear them. You know say that only Yoruba land and not say anything when you do get gritty. You dey shake a cool yagbe. You waka you fall down a push you go. The treat am a farm robbery. The woman replied and say, "Eshe o, Oluwa se tie o." Yoruba people go treat you and you know say man and woman go enter house whether they do anything or not. Yoruba people go still greet you and who milk you. Na that when people milk you. Oga, be free now. I think that your landlord wife you carry come out. Why you come sit down like say she dey punish you? Na your oga do this, oga you try. To marry fair people no easy o. All your salary na the color alone. So as e be like color TV. This is what the Bible say, occupy till I come. Oga, in fact, take Oga assignment. Well done, sir. You can open the correct. How far? Now you carry her come, I mean, now she carry you come. You just a press phone, I say you be serious person. You see how they come, they carry bodyguard. And who talk? Oga. Child abuse. Why you bring your landlord picking back? Sister, how are you? Is your mommy aware that you are here? You know, say, now only Lagos, now only for Lagos people they do work where they don't learn. Especially Yoruba boys. For instance, you know, say, if they go Oshodi, they go Oshodi, they get either Oshodi okay or Oshodi Saleh. But all these boys, when they don't stop to go, they go confuse you. You know, they get Oshodi, they don't swallow on that bridge. If you stay on Jota, you go to that side, forget, you go lost. You don't even get bus stop. You go there, it's all that no one no pay me for a brother and they go Oshodi. I come see Stamara, follow them, they load bus. People they load, Stamara said they load the road. I'm not gonna say come Oshodi now. He said, no, leave me. And I know Yoruba people. They can interpret for nothing no concern them. And the guy they look, why Yoruba woman don't walk out on me from pastor where we stand, JJ, come tell us, Okaloloni, Oshodi ló lọ, Ẹja wọlé, Stamara ni, he come help us the campaign for the guy when we enter. As we don't enter, the guy don't even know say we don't enter finish, the guy still dey down. Osho, na me tap am, I say, no to run food, let's go. Na the guy we go. Osho don food. Now the guy come and buy us, he say, everybody, you hold your change and no get food conductor. I'm going to do Osho go. After we don't wait 2 hours for bus stop, you can go Oshogbo. God will punish you. Lagos where people go dey run. Yoruba person still make you run for wetin you no know. Na for Lagos I know say Yoruba dey run because they dey ask wetin dey happen. And they hear those are hey Baba Tunde as e dey run dey go, you go come dey ask people for ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yẹn. You wey start dey run, you no know wetin dey ṣẹlẹ̀. And if dem don run too much, dem no see news wey dem go carry, dem carry fake one. Dem dey tell other people, má dé bẹ̀ o, àwọn Boko Haram ni o, wọ́n ti lé kọ̀ọ̀tù o. Dem go come open that mouth wey go make you fear. Dem no call you well. Make Yoruba man open that mouth wey you no fear. You say Boko na so we dey bus stop one day we dey wait for bus. One Yoruba boy don shout yee! Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ o! Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mean say dem don start. As e shout wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ all of us for bus stop run. The boy run. Me I join them. We dey run dey go where we no know. Na we come dey announce wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. We reach Uganda wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. People join us we dey run go Badagry. Wọ́n ti